Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the drip pan in a Maytag refrigerator. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, you're going to need a 1/4-inch nut driver and a long flat blade screwdriver. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new drip pan. The drip pan is located at the back of the refrigerator, inside the machine compartment, behind the access panel. It collects the condensation from the evaporator that is produced during the compressor off cycle. The condensation evaporates from the drip pan because of the close proximity to the compressor and condenser. The main reason to replace the drip pan is if it cracks, causing leaks on the floor. If there is a water puddle on the back of the refrigerator, check the drip pan for cracks and replace it if needed. We need to remove the access panel. I'm going to use a 1/4-inch nut driver. I'm going to take out the screws that holds the panel. And start with this one that holds the ground wire. And we can lift the panel out. Now we need to disconnect the spark plug from the water inlet valve. I'm going to use the flat blade screwdriver. We're going to pry off. So now I'm going to pull off this line cover. Just grab it on the sides and remove it like this. So now I'm going to take the cover out of the way. So next we're going to find a good spot so we can put our long flat blade screwdriver through and press this locking tab in. Push it in and remove the drain tube. So we're going to grab the top with both hands and start pulling it forward. So the housing on the top goes forward. And when it stops, then we're going to start pushing the bottom back. But first, we need to, using a flat blade screwdriver, lift up on that tab. So release that from the bottom because it's locked into the drip pan. Push it back. And they're going to push back the bottom and pulling the top at the same time. There's no solid recipe on how to do that. You'll have to play with it and feel it. All right, there you go. So I'm going to put it aside. And this is a drip pan that we need to remove. So we're going to use the flat blade screwdriver. And there's a couple of tabs here. I'm going to pry it open. And we can slide that drip pan. Lift up a little bit on that copper line. Don't go too far on it. Remember, it's full of freon. Just slightly. And now we can remove the drip pan. Make sure that the base is clean so the drip pan can go as low as possible on it. I'm going to use the vacuum cleaner. And at the same time, you can clean the condenser coil if it needs to be vacuumed. In our case, it's very decent, so it's clean. This is the old drip pan next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from AppliancePartsPros.com. And now we're ready to install the new drip pan. These two tabs at the back goes into these two brackets right there, and these two tabs in front will lock into these two slots. Okay, let's do that. Need to lift up on that
copper line. Careful. Slide it in. And now we can push the front down. Alright, so I'm gonna bring in the housing and with the motor, and our goal is to install it in there, so these two locks on the side will go over this two lips, and that's gonna lock in. It will take a while, we need to play with it, so slide it in, bottom first. Alright, okay, so that's locked down right now, and this one is also, and this one is also, so 3 points are locked. Now we're going to install the drain tube. Place it on that mount and snap it on. Then I'm going to bring in the rear access panel. And we're going to connect the power plug to the water inlet valve. Now we can install the rear panel. And we can attach it to the chassis. Right. I'm going to use the same cord and screws. And we're going to attach this power cord and the ground wire. Same time, same screw. Alright.
Plug the fridge back in and make sure it's cooling. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.